Picture this for a moment. You sit down to work with the best intentions. Your phone is nearby. A notification lights up. You glance at it just for a second. Then another message comes in. Maybe you open a new tab, check something quickly, and before you realize it, 30 minutes are gone. You feel busy, but nothing truly meaningful has been created. This is the exact problem Deep Work by Cal Newport addresses, and more importantly, it shows how to escape it. This book is built around one powerful idea. The ability to focus deeply on demanding tasks is becoming increasingly rare at the exact same time it is becoming increasingly valuable. Those who can master this skill will thrive. Those who cannot will struggle, no matter how talented they are. Let's break this down in a way that truly sticks. We live in a world obsessed with connectivity. Emails, social media, instant messages, open offices, constant meetings. These things are often praised as productivity. But Cal Newport challenges this assumption. He argues that much of what we call work today is actually shallow work. Tasks that are easy to perform, require little cognitive effort, and create the illusion of productivity without producing real value. Deep work, on the other hand, is the opposite. Deep work is when you focus without distraction on a cognitively demanding task. It's the state where you push your mind to its limits, learn complex things faster, and create work that is rare and valuable. Writing, coding, designing, strategizing, studying deeply. This is deep work. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Deep work is hard. That's why most people avoid it. Our brains are wired to seek novelty. Every notification gives a small dopamine hit. Over time, constant distraction rewires our brains to crave shallow stimulation. The more we multitask, the worse we become at focusing. Newport explains that focus is not just a habit, it's a skill. And like any skill, it can be trained or destroyed. Now, why does deep work matter so much? First, deep work helps you learn quickly. When you give your full attention to something challenging, your brain forms stronger neural connections. This is how experts are made. Whether it's mastering a new language, understanding complex subject, or building a new skill, deep focus accelerates learning. Second, deep work helps you produce at an elite level. High-quality output is not about working longer hours. Newport introduces a simple formula. High-quality work equals time spent times intensity of focus. If your focus is shallow, no amount of extra hours will compensate. Third, deep work gives meaning to your work. There's a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from being fully absorbed in something challenging. Newport draws on psychology and philosophy to show that humans are happiest not when they relax endlessly, but when they engage deeply with meaningful tasks. So if deep work is so powerful, why do so few people practice it? One reason is a culture of busyness. In many workplaces, being busy is seen as being important. People respond to emails instantly, attend endless meetings, and keep their calendars full to signal productivity. Newport calls this the business trap. It looks like work, but it often avoids the discomfort of real concentration. Another reason is the rise of open offices and constant communication tools. These environments make uninterrupted focus almost impossible. Yet organizations keep them because they feel collaborative, even if they quietly destroy deep thinking. Newport also introduces a concept of attention residue. When you switch from one task to another, part of your attention remains stuck on the previous task. Even small interruptions, like checking a message, can dramatically reduce performance on deep tasks. Multitasking doesn't make you efficient, it makes you fragmented. At this point, the book makes something clear. Deep work is not optional anymore. It's a competitive advantage. Now comes the most important question. How do you actually practice deep work in a distracted world? Cal Newport offers several practical philosophies and rules. First, he explains different deep work philosophies, or ways to structure your life around deep work. One approach is the monastic philosophy. This is extreme but powerful. You eliminate or drastically reduce shallow obligations. Think of writers or researchers who disappear for months to work on a single project. This approach isn't practical for everyone, but it shows what's possible when focus becomes a priority. The second approach is the bimodal philosophy. Here, you divide your time clearly between deep work and everything else. For example, you may dedicate certain days or weeks entirely to deep work, and the rest to meetings, emails, and shallow tasks. The key is clarity. When you're in deep mode, distractions are off limits. The third approach is the rhythmic philosophy. This is the most practical for most people. You turn deep work into a daily habit by scheduling it at the same time every day. Just like exercising, consistency reduces the mental effort required to start. The fourth approach is the journalistic philosophy. This is the hardest. You switch into deep work whenever time allows, like a journalist writing on deadline. This requires strong focus skills and is usually best for those already experienced with deep work. Once you choose a philosophy, the next step is learning how to actually focus deeply. Newport emphasizes the importance of rituals. Deep work doesn't happen by accident. You need to decide in advance where you'll work, how long you'll work, and how you'll support your focus. This might mean a specific desk, a closed door, a set time limit, and clear rules like no phone, no internet. He also stresses the value of embracing boredom. This is a surprising idea. Most people instantly reach for their phone whenever they feel bored. But this trains the brain to avoid focus. Newport argues that you should practice resisting distraction, even when doing nothing. If you can be bored without stimulation, you strengthen your ability to concentrate when it matters. Another powerful idea is working with intensity, not endless hours. Newport highlights examples of highly successful people who work surprisingly few hours per day, but those hours were intensely focused. When you work deeply, your brain gets tired faster. That's normal. Deep work is cognitively exhausting, which is why it's so valuable. Next, Newport turns to the enemy of deep work, shallow work. Shallow work includes emails, meetings, administrative tasks, and low-value activities. These tasks aren't useless, but they should be controlled. The danger is letting shallow work dominate your day. One strategy is time blocking. Instead of reacting to tasks as they come, you plan your day in blocks of time, assigning specific tasks to each block. This forces you to confront how much time shallow work actually takes and limits its spread. Another strategy is becoming harder to reach. Newport suggests setting expectations around communication. You don't need to respond to every email immediately. In fact, most emails don't need a response at all. By reducing inbox reactivity, you protect your attention. Then comes one of the book's most controversial ideas: quit social media, or at least use it intentionally. Newport doesn't argue that social media is evil. Instead, he argues that most people use it mindlessly. He suggests a simple test. If a tool doesn't significantly support something you deeply value, it shouldn't have unlimited access to your attention. Just because something is popular doesn't mean it deserves your time. He also challenges the idea that relaxation should be passive. Endless scrolling feels relaxing, but it often leaves you drained. Newport suggests high-quality leisure instead, activities that engage your mind or body, like reading, learning a skill, exercising, or spending meaningful time with others. These activities restore energy and support deep work. As the book moves toward its conclusion, the message becomes even clearer. Deep work is not just a productivity strategy, it's a philosophy of life. It's about choosing depth over distraction, meaning over noise, and long-term value over short-term stimulation. In a world where most people are distracted, the person who can focus deeply becomes incredibly powerful. Not because they work harder, but because they work better. The final takeaway is simple but challenging. Your future success depends on your ability to concentrate. Talent matters. Intelligence matters. But focus is a multiplier. If you train your mind to resist distraction, structure your days around deep work, and respect your attention as a precious resource, you don't just become more productive, you become more fulfilled. Because at the end of the day, deep work isn't just about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters, and doing it well,